When it's your job to save people's lives, you think of your coworkers more like a family than a team.
The bond that I made that night with my team that I'd already had, but I established even a bigger bond with everybody.
Together, the trauma team at UT Medical Center have to get through days like October 2nd.
The worst day at work that I could imagine is a geriatric bus crash. And that's what we had.
We're looking, and when we crested the tree line, we could actually see the plume of smoke rising off the interstate. It's my 23rd year in air medical services and had not really seen anything quite like that.
At this point, they're forced to put emotions aside.
On a busy trauma day, we would say we have 5 traumas and, it's busy, but we had 14 that day.
And let their training guide them.
We had nurses, pharmacists, everybody here working together.
And given the resources that we had to pull from, that we were able to really do it just like any other day.
They faced more than a crush of patients. They also faced many unknowns.
With it being a bus and the way everything gets shaken up in a bus crash, we actually only had one true identification on a patient when they came in.
The team was tasked with reuniting frantic families with their loved ones.
Here they were hours away, and we were trying our best to get communication back to the church, back to those individuals.
At the same time, we were taking care of people who lost their spouse, and they were asking about their spouse, and so that is hard for the nurses at the bedside. There was a family that was trying to find their loved one, and to be in the room as they were trying to identify if that was the person, that's, it's hard for anyone to watch. It's not something you can get used to.
They were not only dealing with the families of the 14 survivors, but they had to break the news to the families of the dead.
That was one thing when I went home that night that was hard on me. I've been trained in the past as military, I'm good with casualties, but that end of it, having to identify bodies, was hard for me.
I know for some of the nurses the next day when they came back to work, I was really concerned about them. And a few of them actually came to me and said, last night we were here and we were doing our job and it was great. Then I got home and I saw pictures on the news of what happened, and it just really, really hit me.
Just getting through that and the families and the patients just was an amazing feeling.
Hello, Miss Hillard.
What they'll carry with them from that day isn't the trauma.
We've been well taken care of.
It's the pride in their teamwork.
But just being able to be a part of such a bigger piece, I think will always hold a special place for me.
Knowing together they helped save 14 lives.